Coming up on Valley News Live at 6, a taxi cab driver is shot and killed. The latest on the murder in Moorhead.
There's good news when it comes to unemployment.
And help is on the way for Paul Bunyan and Babe the Blue Ox in Bemidji. Valley News Live at 6 starts right now.
This is Valley News Live at 6.
I guess this just proves it can happen anywhere you live, nice neighborhoods or not, so I'll just make sure I keep locking everything.
Moorhead police continue to search for the person believed to be involved in a robbery turned homicide early this morning.
It happened around 3:30 in the 3000 block of 20th Street South. When officers arrived, they found a taxi cab that appeared to have crashed and a male driver who was just identified as 24-year-old Abdullahi of Moorhead. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley spoke with neighbors in the area today, as well as a man who says Abdullahi was the nicest person. It's a story you'll only see here on Valley News Live.
It's heartbreaking now.
Manny Lee says he just spoke to the man he calls one of his best friends in life earlier this week.
He was a nice guy, outgoing, independent, funny. He was, out there, grinding for his family, trying to feed his family and do things to help his family out.
The victim's family and friends say it was his passenger who tried to rob the victim before he was shot and killed. However, Moorhead police have yet to confirm that. And neighbors in the area say they didn't hear a thing.
I thought somebody got drunk and either wanted to drive on the bike path or they went over the tracks when they went off the road or something.
Amanda Higgins says she's lived here for 2 years and has rarely had any problems with criminal activity.
The worst thing I've noticed around here is like somebody went through my car once and didn't even take anything.
So when she woke up this morning to a murder investigation happening in her backyard, Higgins says disbelief doesn't even begin to describe it.
We have kids that play around here all the time and it's a nice neighborhood, nice people. I never would expect anything like this here.
Both saying they hope justice is soon served, both for the young man and the Moorhead community. Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
And Moorhead investigators are urging you tonight, if you have any information on this case, call them at 701-451-7660.
We're seeing showers pass through the area. Let's find out if they'll stick around or move out. Hutch is here with more on the evening forecast. Hutch?
Thanks, Andrea. Good evening, everyone. If you are in the far northern valley near the international border, all the shower activity is exiting as your sky is clear, but we do have a line of showers moving in on the I-94 corridor and more developing near the Devil's Lake Basin. Look at that little pimple of orange there south of Devil's Lake. That is a thunder shower producing some lightning. Hey, Kidder County, much needed moisture on the way there. The yellows and oranges showing some brief heavier showers. That's going to slide south and east. Stutsman County and Barnes County getting some much needed moisture. It's a little drier, more sparse as shower activity here in the Red River Valley. I think our neighbors to the west will have the best chance at seeing showers tonight. Fort Totten just out to your west, a little bit of lightning showing up there from that cell. Brief heavy rain from that. These are moving southeast at 15 to 20 miles per hour. Temperatures near 50 for many. It's been a cool day in Oaks in the 40s throughout, and your planner in Fargo shows we'll join the 40s as we go through the 10 o'clock hour tonight. Our chance of showers will be in the next hour or two before things clear out for the overnight hours. Have details on our extended forecast. It does look like the Mother's Day weekend has changed. We'll talk about that here in a moment.
Okay, thanks, Hutch.
A Fargo man has pleaded guilty to killing a teenager in Moorhead. Larry Evans was originally charged with murder. That charge was changed to manslaughter as part of a plea bargain. A terrorizing charge was also dropped. On August 3rd, police responded to the 1100 block of West Track Drive South, where 18-year-old Cameron Camacho was assaulted. Police say Evans, Camacho, and two other men were arguing over a drug deal. When Evans punched Camacho in the head, Camacho passed away the next day. And if you need help uncovering an issue in your community, call our whistleblower hotline. We'll do our best to get to the bottom of it. The phone number's on your screen. Call that number and leave your tip.
After unemployment numbers spiked during the pandemic, job service representatives say they're finally seeing rates return to pre-pandemic levels in North Dakota. Unemployment numbers usually dwindle slightly when spring begins, but this year was different as people head back to work following the new normal.
Our numbers of claims are down dramatically since a year ago when the pandemic started. They're almost at pre-pandemic levels.
Job Service is able to continue giving benefits out as soon as a claim is made, thanks to federal funds. But they say they're getting a manageable amount of claims compared to the huge influx they received at the beginning of the pandemic. Now that the legislative session is over, the state's budget is final. The 2021 through 2023 budget is a record-breaking one in North Dakota at nearly $17 billion. Thanks to leftover federal coronavirus relief funds, lawmakers say the budget didn't end up as tight as they had originally feared. Fargo Representative Josh Boshi says well over $100 million of that is helping offset some costs for certain salaries and building projects. Lawmakers also agreed on passing a $680 million bonding bill, which will help fund infrastructure projects with legacy fund earnings.
2 million Minnesotans have completed the vaccination process. In total, 59% of state residents 16 or older have gotten at least one dose of the vaccine. 87% of those aged 65 and up have also gotten at least one dose. The Department of Health is set to receive $8.5 million in federal funds to distribute the vaccines. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz plans on announcing a timeline to end all COVID restrictions tomorrow at noon.
Essentia Health is offering a new program for COVID long haulers. The post-COVID rehabilitation program is for patients recovering from the disease and battling symptoms for months after contracting COVID. They can also refer you to specialists like neurologists, since many long haulers experience lingering cognitive issues. You can sign up for an appointment with the rehab program at the number on your screen, 364-3000. And if you're looking for other options to get a COVID vaccine, you can use our VNL vaccine tracker. It's on the home page of our website, or you can open your phone camera and point it at the QR code on your screen and then tap the link that pops up.
Although the issues on the U.S.-Mexico border persist, state leaders are also focused on the northern border. And North Dakota Senator John Hoeven is outlining what new technologies and additional manpower could do for the northern border to the U.S. Border Patrol Chief. After visiting both southern and northern borders and visiting with law enforcement, Senator Hoeven says northern ports of entry between North Dakota and Canada are in need of new cameras, new mobile towers, and additional personnel.
And we want to make sure that the Border Patrol is helping with people and technology and the other resources necessary to make sure that that northern border is secure.
Senator Hoeven also says solutions to the southern border issues could be solved by returning to stricter Trump-era policies and enacting a merit-based immigration system instead of the current visa lottery.
North Dakota will issue more deer hunting licenses this year than it has in the past 10 years. The Game and Fish Department will make 72,000 licenses available to hunters, which is over 3,100 more than last year. The deadline to apply for a license is June 2nd. North Dakota's 2021 deer gun season opens on November 5th and runs through November 21st. You can find a link to apply on our website, valleynewslive.com.
Help is on the way to repair the Paul Bunyan statue in Bemidji. Monday, we were the first to show you these pictures and let you know that Paul needed to be repaired, especially to his right arm. Today, the director of the Bemidji Parks and Rec Department said the damage was caused by several people climbing and hanging on the arm. Marcia Larson also indicated that a construction crew will be on site next week to assess the damage and conduct additional conservation work for Paul and Babe the Blue Ox. Larson points out that security cameras were installed years ago in the plaza where the iconic statues are located, and footage from the activity has been shared with the Bemidji Police Department for its investigation into the damage at Paul Bunyan.
Later on Valley News Live at 6, businesses are looking forward to a more normal year for tourism. What's at stake for many of them?
And this morning's radar showed some flakes in southeast North Dakota near Edgeley and Cullum. Take a look at this video shared by David. Thanks so much. Huge flakes for a few this morning. We have showers, some rumbles of thunder tonight. I'll have hour-by-hour details on what you can expect next.